People, Deluded, I'm back again. I love you guys, so I'm here wasting my lunch break. Quick video though. Mesut Ozil's been playing out of his skin, so it's always going to be flipped on its head. Should we build our team around him? Quickly in my lunch break, I've tried to make yeses and nos in my own personal head, and it's a touchy one. So should we start with the yeses? I say yes. Because firstly, I think you all know I believe Mesut Ozil. I'm one of Mesut Ozil's biggest fans. I can recognise sometimes he needs to be more consistent, pull it out, but final pass, making space, all the statistics. You don't know the little statistics Ozil fanboys draw for. I love it. I think Ozil's a beautiful footballer and very intelligent footballer. But I don't necessarily feel the team should be built around him purely because we've got a young squad. Even if Ozil was playing consistent, it's a bit of a dangerous game. I think you look at Aubameyang's contract's up, but if we could build a team around Ozil and Aubameyang, and that's what Arteta wants to do for a year or anything from a year to 3 because of their ages in Arteta's contract. Aubameyang's contract. Then I'm for that. If that short-term thing helps us to build long term, then I'm all for that. I just believe Ozil's of the age. We shouldn't. I don't necessarily agree with building around it, because for me, building kind of means that within reason it's not going to function if he's not there. I do believe he should be a regular player. He's playing in good form. Obviously with Arteta, he's free and he's playing all the attackers and they're still able to defend well and stuff. Emery had us believing you've got to take 2 of them out to really get something defensively, and a lot of that still might be true, but there's that. And I just think Ozil, as much as I love him, it's a bit too hot and cold in the sense that he's very much poetry in motion, lovely footballer, but their game's about tenacity and all of these things, and I don't really feel Ozil is the guy that's going to grab the ball from the centre mid position, try and force things and stuff. I think he's a lovely footballer. He rarely loses the ball. He'll do all of these things, and obviously I'm not saying he clearly runs about and is aggressive, and nobody recovered the ball more times than him. Only Torreira from an Arsenal perspective, Fred from a United perspective, ran more than him. So he does do it, and I've defended him before. I do think he is scapegoated unnecessarily at times when he's put a shift in, but because it's Mesut Ozil, he'll always polarise opinion. I would also say yes as well, because I look at it, and I have said this before, regardless of what you think about Mesut Ozil, if he's contracted for another, let's say 18 months until 2021, he's of the age where he's comfortable and allegedly has no desire to leave London until his contract is done. Nobody wants to buy him allegedly because of whatever. Then rather than do what Emery was doing and you're not playing him, all the decisions, all the media speculation because he's not involved, all of this sort of jazz, you might as well just utilise him in some capacity, at least until his contract's up, because he has got a skill set that can benefit us and do good things for us. So you might as well utilise it. And when you're looking at creativity, there's not many creative players of such that can perform in that 10 role. Like Joe is probably the guy who's going to get the nod in. Joel Willock's been playing in the 10 role under Emery and Arteta. Has he got the final ball in him? He's got the energy and he's able to press, but he ain't got the final ball. Emil Smith-Rowe's another one who's got chances, seems not quite ready on a regular basis. Ceballos, whether he wants to use him as an 8 or a 10 is another thing, but obviously he's only here for a couple of months because he's on loan, so he's probably a non-factor. So yeah, you could bring in someone else, but you might as well utilise him, whether it's on a regular basis or whatever. You might as well utilise him, because in the same way you're looking at your squad, who's going to score goals, who's going to keep me clean sheets, what wingers are more technical, which wingers are more, a bit fast and ferocious, can stretch the team. You've got to look at which midfielders bring different things to the game, and especially because obviously with Ozil runs about and things, but there's certain players, if you're going to play them, you probably need to get more stability elsewhere. Because Arteta seemed to have found a way to, again, not every game, every 4 of them attackers are going to play, but he's found a way to free up Ozil in midfield with making Torreira and Xhaka a bit solid, and obviously the fullbacks in greater defensive outlook in how we approach defending as a team, so it's not really a problem anymore. So if we found solutions, then there's no reason for Ozil not to play. And also, if he's running the most amount of times, he's trying to create chances and he's involved, then surely he deserves to be in the side, because he's doing what everyone calls for. There's consistency, there's tenacity, there's the want to help the team do the collective benefit. Yeah, they were looking at it like it's weird, but yeah, people. So you might as well utilise him. And crucially for me, if he's Arteta's man and Arteta wants to use him, then I fully support Arteta at this moment in time with these sort of things. And he's seemed to be getting him playing well, and he said he's training well, so he deserves to play. And the main one for me would be, again, I want Aubameyang to stay, and again, there's a case to sell him. But even if he does renew a deal, in terms of longevity, Aubameyang and Ozil are not going to be here for a while. But if a 20 league minimum striker and Ozil's creativity together with everything else can help Arteta achieve his short-term gains, then I'm all for that sort of thing. Do you get what I'm saying? I think I've already gave the no's as well, because like I said, the term building is subjective for me. I don't really, as much as I appreciate Ozil's ability, and in terms of I don't feel Ozil is quite any more a world-class player, but in terms of just creativity, he has world-class traits at that. Yeah, so there's that, but I just don't feel he's one of the guys you should build your team around. I do think at times Ozil's one of them players he's unfairly scapegoated, because if your team is not going to be on the front foot or do certain things, then while Ozil still needs to pull it out, he's not going to do certain things, and the poetry emotion thing isn't going to help us. Also, in terms of longevity, if we can still use Ozil as a regular player but build around others, it would be a benefit. Obviously, he's a baller, but he still polarizes opinion, and is that going to continue? We see Ozil fighting, and like I said, at times he's unfairly scapegoated, but at times like I even see with Lacazette, at times they do this whining stuff, and you saw Lundberg didn't have time for the diva antics, not using him and things like that. We all know, pardon me, Ozil's a bit delicate. When it goes all right, our way, it's fantastic. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Obviously, I'm not one of these guys that feel Ozil needs to be, we need to force him out. There's a couple more players that could be sold before Ozil. The only way I'm for selling Ozil is because of his contract, because of we can use that resources elsewhere, because I feel the game has passed him. But he's doing his thing, and he deserves to be in the side. And if he's playing like that, then we can use him for the duration of his contract. And like I said, the main one for me is if he's Arteta's man, then he deserves to play in it. Because I believe in Arteta. Arteta right now is giving me things to get behind. Obviously, we'll cross that bridge if he gives me things not to have confidence in. But right now, he deserves my support, and he deserves you guys' support. But for now, people, I need to get out of here. I've done one video here too many. My head is banging. I need to go and eat. People, it's a pleasure as always. DG.